Well, I'd like to welcome everybody that showed up here this afternoon, and so all you standing there going, who is this guy? I'm Tim Jantz. I'm the Moffat County Sheriff up in Craig. And you're wondering, why is the Moffat County Sheriff standing in Mesa County? Well, a few weeks back, I have several friends that have moved down here over the years, said, hey, would you sit down and meet with Pat? I'm like, sure, not a problem. So a couple weeks back, my wife Uta and I came down and had lunch with Julie and Pat. Just a brief time. And I didn't know what to expect, but I'll tell you this right now. After the lunch with Pat, I was duly impressed. One of the things that caught my attention, I ran on a platform of compassion. And so I take that quite deeply to heart. And when I was sitting there listening to Pat talk, it wasn't I'll do this, I, which is what a lot of politicians will do. What impressed the hell out of me was Pat saying, hey, we need to do this, and I deeply care about the people internal to the Mesa County Sheriff's Office. And I'm worried about those men and women that have done due diligence to work here and care about this community leaving. And when he said that, he tugged at the deepest heartstring that I have, and that's for the people that work in law enforcement. I care deeply about our officers because they're the boots on the ground. They're your representatives to what you see every day. So when Pat said, hey, I care, I worry, that tells me that the man has deep conviction and compassion. And at that moment, I knew, in the brief time that I met with Pat and Julie, that he was the right man for Mesa County Sheriff. So, I will say, with conviction, I introduce to you Pat Arotin, your next Mesa County Sheriff.
Okay, so first of all, I want to apologize for the glare. I know it might ruin some of your day, so put your sunglasses on if you feel the need to. And of course, I picked the most inopportune spot to put my speech today. I'm staring at the sun and you're not. But I guess that's the way it is when you're up on stage, so to speak. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming here today. It means a lot to me. I want to thank my wife, Julie, for standing behind me for this entire duration of this campaign so far. And everybody who has helped me on this campaign trail. I'll never be able to repay you, but hopefully you can take this. Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to thank David Cox, who had to leave here today early, but he's the one that brought all the peaches for you to devour today. So eat them up while you can, and take them. Please take them. If you got somebody else to give them to, take them and give them there as well. With those first introductions said, my name is Pat Arotin. I am the unaffiliated candidate for Mesa County Sheriff. I am one of the few people that will actually be on your ballot come November. I'm kind of doing this meet and greet with people. I see a lot of faces that are familiar, and I want to thank you again for coming. We've spoken before, and it's always great to see you again and speak again. I really am impressed with the questions that have come from the community. To me, that shows that most people actually care again. And that's what Tim hit on in the first part of the speech, caring. I truly do care about this community, and I truly do care about the folks that work inside the sheriff's office. Those two things are the main two reasons why I entered this race. We all know that there was a candidate months ago that came in that didn't fare so well, and he has some challenges he has to face here in the future, and I wish him the best of luck. The same folks that backed him before have entered or placed in another new candidate, and that candidate and I seem to be paralleled in a lot of aspects because we work together. We've actually worked on the same team at one time or another at the sheriff's office. But with that said as well, there's a huge difference between us. The difference is I have 27 years of combined experience. Between the military service and my law enforcement experience, I've never had a break in public service. That's what I like. That's what I want to do until I can't do it anymore. The other big difference between us is our educational background. I I possess a graduate degree in strategic leadership, so I feel I've prepared myself a little more than some of the other candidates to take on this position. As you guys stand here today, I am just in awe of what the community can do. And all I'm asking you is to do your research on each and every candidate. And you will find in the end that I'm the best candidate for Mesa County Sheriff. Hands down, there's nobody to compare with the qualifications, the experience, or the education. With that said, too, I'm going to end this. I'm not going to keep you standing up here staring at my bald head for very much longer. I am going to be milling around here for at least another hour, so feel free to come on up, catch me, ask me a couple questions. We've had a couple good ones already. I really thank you for those thoughtful questions. If you got any more, just come on over and talk to me. My wife Julie here she's here as well. If you want to ask any dirt on me, she's the best person to tell you that. We've been married for 24 years now. My son is also in the back here. He's getting ready to graduate from CMU. Unfortunately, my daughter's not here because she's in college in Pennsylvania. So you can ask him too. He might have a little dirt on me. He's back there in the corner with the big beard. So with that said, thank you. You got any questions, just find me milling around. And again, I really thank you for coming today and enjoy yourself.